I think first of all, Gonzaga unfortunately had some injuries and some players out that were sick. And I just want to give them a lot of credit for going ahead with the game. They only had 7 or 8 players. And I think that's a real credit to Lisa and her staff. And she is a great coach. Their team really executes really well no matter who is out there. And I just want to just say that this is a team that is a top 25 team, and I said I think if we can do it, they're going to be in Seattle. They're a great program. Having said that, they had to double and really double hard on people inside, and I thought Cam did a great job on the block and rebounding, and then Brooke came in and really opened things up, going. Our three-point shots, Brooke going 5 for 9. She's just been a great worker in practice. Her shot's been going in practice. She kind of has had the lid on the basket in some of the games, but it just points to her confidence and the confidence that we have in her. So I kind of call Brooke my secret weapon. I love how she practices. I love coaching her. She is a really special young lady, and when you have both Cam out there and Brooke, it's a two-headed monster. What can you do? You can't double Cam, and you can't leave Brooke.
Microphone.
Oh, okay. Michael Robertson, African American athlete. Coach, so despite all the ailments that they had, it was a 1-point game after the first quarter, and they stayed close for a little bit, but then I guess attrition took over. But you guys had 12 turnovers, and I know that's a bugaboo for you. So, despite the great win, is that something you're upset about?
Well, what I was really excited about, Haley had 6 assists, no turnovers. Talana has a fantastic assist-to-turnover ratio, and she wasn't quite herself today. I think Haley really stepped up big, taking care of the basketball. We did a great job from the free throw line. We're playing a lot of really young people on the perimeter, and they got some really nice looks. I thought Agnes hit a big shot. Hannah Jump knocked down her 3, really opened things up. But, the turnovers some of them were things that we could avoid for sure.
You mentioned earlier Cheryl Coward who feed the 3-point shot. You guys led just by 6, I think, at the half. But then when you pulled away in the third, it was like a 3-point fest out there, actually, from both teams. And also, you had 12 people scoring. Your thoughts on those things?
Well, I think again you've got to pick your poison, and Cam is just so talented and so great hands, great finishes around the basket, can go either way, hit her 3, which in this game I needed her on the block, and she responded and got on the block and took the ball out of the basket and made her free throws. Obviously rebounded really well. Hannah Jump hitting her shot, Haley hit a 3, Ashton hit a 3, Agnes hit a 3, who else? Did I miss somebody? Talana hit a 3. So we have great 3-point shooters, and I was excited to see them step up. I don't know that that's how I would play us per se, but that I think our team responded really well.
Coach Matthew Walter from the Next. Yvonne Ejim is probably Gonzaga's number 1 scorer. You guys held her to just 8 points. She only took 6 shots. Having to guard someone like that who's coming off of, they came off that big tournament in the Bahamas, just how happy are you with how you guys guarded her tonight?
I think that I thought we did a very good job on her. She did come in there leading scorer. We try to focus on a leading scorer and try to limit them. She's a terrific player. And, again, I think they were warriors. They came out, and a lot of teams would say, all right, we got to postpone the game or whatever, and they didn't. They battled, and I give her a lot of credit for that. I think Cam's defense, not picking up fouls on her was great. Kiki picked up 2 quick fouls, one right after the other, but she's a terrific player, and you got to guard her, but you can't just focus on her because they've got Trong, they've got Maxwell. I think that we had trouble with 14. Trong had 20 points at halftime, so I think we did a much better job in the second half.
Ben Parker, CardinalSportsReport.com. Brooke, just talk about your performance. What was it like for you out there today, letting it fly? Yeah.
It was really fun. I think for me, I was just kind of working in the offense, and Tara and my teammates have a lot of confidence in me, and they're always telling me to shoot the ball when I'm open, so that's what I did, and it went in. It was on my side today, but I just really have to give credit to Cameron for really making a presence inside and opening it up for me on the outside. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I still got the mic. Just Tara, or player, I don't care who takes this question, but just talk about the kind of opponent that Gonzaga has been for you guys over the last few years. That's what I'm talking. Rivalry you've kind of formed. Just talk about what makes them great to play. Yeah.
They make us better. I hope we make them better. I have the ultimate respect for Lisa, her staff. They do a fantastic job. They have really talented players, and today, unfortunately, some of them weren't available. And I think, like you said, it started out close, and then we kind of warmed down. And that's one of our strengths, is that we have a bench, and we go to it.
Same question, actually, for the players. I mean, Gonzaga came in with the new ranking. They beat Louisville in overtime. They won at Tennessee, which is not an easy feat. Just your thoughts on that team coming in and maybe a game that you had circled in your mind, especially given their performance.
The Tennessee game was at a tournament in the Bahamas, too. It wasn't at Tennessee.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, it was a great win. A great win.
I think for us, this was a huge game because we have 2 weeks off coming up, so we didn't want to end the 2 weeks off on a loss. So the coaches.
Making me mad for 2 weeks.
No, yeah. But the coaches, credit to Kate Pay and Tara and all the coaches. They did a really great job on their scout. They ran a lot of good stuff, so I think we were really prepared.
We knew they were a great team. They execute well, so we really used it as a challenge to not only get ready for future competition, but just start off on a good note for these next 2 weeks. Yeah.
Cameron, another great game, double-double. How confident are you in your game, rebounding-wise, block shots, and scoring in double digits pretty much every game? How confident do you feel about your game going into the tournament? The conference play, then tournament eventually. So how do you feel about your game this year?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about my game right now. I definitely put in a lot of work in the off season. I think it's just maintaining what I'm doing now, continuing to stay out of foul trouble, playing smart, not driving Tara crazy. But also, being there for my teammates, because I feel like, when I'm not on the floor, my presence is missed. So just not being selfish and, being smart. So I think it's a good spot right now.
Cameron, I think there was a stretch in the third quarter, and I don't remember if you were on the floor or on the bench, when Brooke hit 3 straight threes. And I think someone on the bench yelled, shoot it again, shoot it again. Just how much confidence you guys have in her and seeing her step up in a game like this to hit a career-high 5 threes in a game.
I mean, we had a talk in the hallway before we came over. And, Brooke's one of my closest friends, and I'm just, I'm beaming for you right now. I'm seriously beaming for you. And she is one of the highest releases I've ever seen, one of the quickest releases. She can shoot it, and we've always had confidence in her. And so, this is just the perfect game for you to just step into your own and get it going for us. So we're really proud of you.
Okay, football players get this question from me all the time. So you guys are getting it for the first time. I've ever asked women's basketball players question. Finals coming up. Just any favorite classes or interesting classes you guys have taken this quarter that stand out? That I'm like, man, that was interesting, fun, challenging class that kind of stand out from this quarter.
I'm taking a class. It's called ME 101. It's like a MECE class. It's in the design school, and it's like a visual thinking class, and it's really cool. We build a lot of things out of foam cord and scalpels, and we're building automatas. It's kind of like a giant jewelry box, a bunch of moving parts underneath, and things happen up top. And then we've also done digital components, made a app. So it was really fun to just be creative outside of the court. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as smart as Brooke.
We're all smart.
But I'm taking a business school class with Glenn Cramen. It's Winning Writing. I'm taking it with Hannah Jump. And it's just, a business class about writing better emails, better memos, how to be more concise in writing. So it's just been a really fun class. It's been cool to be with, business school students. But yeah, I think it's been a great quarter.
Speakers in that class?
You? Tara was a guest speaker. We were like, oh my God. No.
Great. Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you. We'll see everyone in